3 tips for optimizing your Google shopping campaign. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. You want to optimize your campaign so you can stop wasting money on inadvertent and wrong clicks and spend more money on what is working. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean in a live Google ad account. If you like this video, don't forget, hit that thumbs up icon and subscribe to my channel. All right, let's go dive in. I'm going to show you what I mean. Okay, so let's talk all about Google shopping campaigns. It's worth mentioning there's actually a number of different ways that you can run shopping campaigns. The first is what's called standard shopping campaigns, which are the most amount of work from your side as an advertiser. But the real perk with standard shopping campaigns is that it gives you the most amount of control, specifically around preventing wasted ad spend. So in this video, we're going to be talking all about standard shopping campaigns, and I've got a number of different ways that you can optimize that. It is also worth mentioning there are Google's PMAX campaigns, which is Google's automated shopping campaigns. That is beyond the scope of this video. They did used to be called smart shopping. I'll put a link in the description for some tips in how you can optimize your PMAX campaign if you like. But as I said, this video, we're going to talk all about standard shopping campaigns. So you're most likely aware when someone goes to Google and types in a particular product item, the shopping ads come up above the search ads as well as above the organic results. So the case study business I'm going to use for this video is this particular business that sell beard kits and beard oil and aftershave and various types of men's grooming products. So as you can imagine, when somebody types into Google beard oil, they would love their product to come up in the shopping ads here. As you can most likely imagine, shopping ads that come up without me having to scroll across here would get a much higher click-through rate and probably conversion rate than ads that are on the far right. But in order to be here, you have to bid high. So this kind of leads me into the first 2 tips that I have in optimizing your shopping campaign. The first is, and this applies to any way that you're going to structure your shopping campaigns, is to add negative keywords. Okay, although you can't bid on keywords with shopping ads, you can most definitely add negative keywords, which will prevent your ads from showing up for unwanted search queries. So to do that, you just go into your campaign. You can go into the ad group, go to keywords, and then it defaults to the negative keyword section, and you can easily add in a negative keyword here. I'm just going to cancel that, or you can use what's called negative keyword lists. I'm a big fan of using lists as a way of managing your negative keywords. So you can either add it using a list or just in here. And so, for example, if I typed in free beard oil, most likely, these people have not added free as a negative keyword, and so therefore their ads are showing. Okay. The other thing that I can do to optimize is when I mentioned about being on the far left of the shopping ads, is I could bid differently for different products. So to do that, I go into the product group of that campaign and I can change my max CPC bids. If I want to bid a little bit higher for a certain item or a little bit less for a different one, I can control my bids that way. The problem with implementing this type of strategy, where I might have all my products in the one campaign, is that the negative keywords apply then to all the products in that product group, and also the budget. All right. So we really recommend implementing what's called a 2-tier campaign structure, really for optimal results. So you might be wondering, what do I mean by the 2-tier campaign structure? Essentially, it looks like this. So these are 2 different shopping campaigns, each with the same products loaded into them. The only difference is they have different negative keywords and they have different bids. So this particular campaign has a higher priority, which is assigned at a campaign level. So I'm telling Google, I want this particular campaign to take higher priority over this one, but I bid low for these particular products. So By bidding low, I'm not ensuring I am on the far left here. There are times when I'm far across and it doesn't really matter. But what I do is I add in my best converting keywords to this particular campaign to force Google to show my ad for my best keywords in this campaign where I'm bidding high. Okay, so the negative keywords that are applied to this campaign are not applied to this particular campaign, and forcing Google to bid higher for my best keywords. Okay, the end result is we get, as you can see here, a better click-through rate, so 0.25 compared to 0.29. We get more conversions. We get a lower cost per conversion because it's our best keywords, and our conversion rate is much higher, and our return on ad spend is also much better as well. So we really do recommend this two-tier strategy. So that is another tip that I have. And the final tip that I have in running search campaigns is when you look through the search terms. So let's go through here to go to the search term report. We go search terms. I rank by impressions. If I'm not showing up for the right type of search terms, then I may look to change my titles and descriptions in my shopping feed, because clearly Google is not really understanding the type of search queries that I want to show for. If you've enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more awesome traffic videos. Thanks for watching.